Good morning, Beepsters. I can say with certainty that the bottom bunk is definitely more comfortable than the top bunk. I mean, we slept, but it was bumpy and my back is very sore. How about yours, Beep?
Yeah, same.
So we're almost in Beijing and then we have a full day. Are you ready, Beep? No? I'm not really either. But this is our last stop in China, so we gotta make the most of it. So we are now in Beijing, and there are a bunch of important buildings surrounding us in this giant square. That is the monument to the people's hero, the mausoleum. That's where Chairman Mao is buried. Over there, the National Museum, which was built 10 years after the foundation of New China. Over there is the Great Hall of the People, where the representatives from all the provinces meet. And then the highlight of the square is the entrance to Tiananmen Square, which many people in the West have heard of because of the protests of Tiananmen Square.
I've never seen so many people in one spot before. There's so many people here.
Behind me is Tiananmen Gate. You can see Chairman Mao right in the center. One side says the People's Republic of China forever, and then the other side says the Union of the World People forever. So it's bringing the world to China.
We are standing in the Forbidden City. Behind us is the south gate to the palace. And I'm standing on the Royal Road right now, which could only be used by the Emperor and the Empress, but just on her wedding day. The East Gate was used by the officials. The East belongs to wood, and the officials use bamboo to write. The West Gate belongs to the generals, because West belongs to metal.
And they use iron for their weapons. The whole city was built in the style of feng shui because the Chinese believe that everything comes from the earth, and therefore you need to respect and represent that.
Behind us is the biggest building in the Forbidden City. It is the Hall of Supreme Harmony. Many of the most important things happen. So when they would swear in a new emperor, during the New Year's, on the birthday of the emperor, and then finally for weddings. This is where it would happen.
They also chose white marble for the steps below it so that it looked like it was a palace on the clouds.
So this is the garden in the middle of the city. We got the special rocks behind us that are all naturally formed at the bottom of lakes. Even though it's inside of the city, this is where the women who are very kind of imprisoned would be able to escape.
We made our way through the Forbidden City. It was very interesting. We learned a lot of history and a lot of cool stories.
Next up, we're going up to Jinjiang Park, which is actually just right over there. And the pagoda on top is still the highest point.
The emperor used to go up there to get a bird's eye view of the city. And we're going to do that next.
That's where we're going. All right, we're doing another hike.
We love to hike on this trip. So now we're going to get a view of the top, the bird's eye view.
And I think we're already almost there. It's the biggest and tallest and best pagoda.
So this is a pretty spectacular view of Beijing. You can see right behind us the Forbidden City, which we just walked through.
It's crazy though, just looking out, just seeing how polluted the city is. And like even on a clear day, like today is a clear day and the sun is shining, it still looks like there's just clouds and clouds and clouds covering it, just because the air is so thick. All that walking around the Forbidden City, we've built up an appetite. So we are going to have some typical Beijing food. Apparently Beijing has the best dumplings in all of China. Okay, let's try Beijing's finest dumplings. Ready?
Ready.
Mmm.